Hey everyone, I'm Jamie Salter, the co-author of the Self-Match System. I'm here with Dr. Katie Croce, the other co-author of the Self-Match System, and we're going to talk to you about some of our favorite products that you can use in conjunction with the Self-Match System. So there's two places on our website you can access these, and I wanted to show you where you can find them. So when you get to the website, the first place is by going to Purchase. And when you come to the Purchase page, once you see our manual, our favorite mug, cheers, Katie, and our ebook. Underneath there, you see some products that really complement the self-image system that you might wind up using in your homes, clinics, or school settings. Katie, will you talk us through a few of your favorites on this page, and then we'll pop over to the other page next.
Yeah, my favorite one on this page is our stampers. So if you have learners who find writing aversive or just beginning to learn how to write, stampers are really a great alternative for those individuals to be able to respond independently. They come in all kinds of shapes and colors and sizes, so you can access things that the learners like in addition to the smiles and frowns that we have here.
And the reason we have both red and green crayons, markers, colored pencils, stampers is our logo right there is because we really do feel for teaching many learners having kind of green mean go and red means stop is such an easy way. Circle your smiles or your yeses in green, circle your no's or frownies in red. I had a instructional assistant once text me a picture where the green crayon was still huge or was short and the red crayon was huge, and she said, look at how much progress all that green crayon is getting used up. So definitely something to think about. In terms of some of these other products below, we won't go through all of them. We've found that those plastic folders are really great ones to put your self-image forms in. The beach ball we love for teaching expectations because you could write those expectations on the ball and pop it over. Hey, Katie, your hand landed on being respectful. Tell me what that looks like. Ooh, your thumb landed on not following directions. Tell me what that looks like. And that's another way to do it. Moving right along to the products we love page, we've just constantly are updating this. So if you're watching this video in a couple weeks, it may look different, but what you'll see on that page is a whole slew of different products that you can use in conjunction with Self-Image. That ball is here as well. But Katie, what are some of your favorite products that we love?
Yeah, absolutely. In the middle of the page under classroom behavior books we love, the one I want to highlight is the social skills solution. So a long time ago, I was looking for a social skills assessment that was really focused on the, basic skills that individuals need to have an understanding of to develop those strong social relationships. And after scouring the internet, I came across this one and I love the assessment that is in this book. I also love the lessons that they have in there to complement the assessment. So, if you haven't heard of it, if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's a great resource for social skills assessments.
And the author has some new books out, but I know that one's still your favorite, Katie. Some of these other books go hand in hand with Self-Image. The Zach Apologizes, I've used quite a bit with some early learners, just about the 4 steps of an apology and how to make an apology. Personal Space Camp is a cool book when you're teaching expectations of what our personal space looks like to students before you start implementing Self-Image. What's your favorite of those timers, Katie?
So I love the timer that is in the second row, the second one over from the left-hand side, the 3-in-1 timer. It's a great timer because it has the visual showing the countdown. It also has a light that lights up to help to identify when the timer is going off, and it has a vibrate function, and you can turn all of those on or one of them on or 2 of them on. So that's a really great timer that we like to share.
Yeah, moving right along to some reinforcement or reward ideas as you're using the Self-Image system. There's so many fun ones and so many more than just here. We're always being asked for what type of reward should I use when using the intervention. And when you see our manual, you'll see us really talk about how you want to match those rewards with a student's motivation and with their function of their behavior. But we have come up with some creative ones that can kind of align with their motivation, such as those coupons. Tell us about how you like using those, Katie.
Yeah, those are great ones. They're blank coupons, and you can write anything that your students or your clients are motivated by right on the coupon. So if they want to have extra recess time or they want to have less homework, it's a great way to think about things that you already have access to that are free that you can offer up as motivators for your learners. The other one that I really love that is on there is the desk pets. I had never heard about this before, and then I saw a classroom that had them. They're so cheap. You buy them in like packs of like 500, and they're like these little tiny animals, and you can get clothes for them or like extra accessories for them that clip right on them, and then the kids learn to take care of them throughout the course of the year. So that's another fun one that I have found.
Yeah, and I love these water bottles. Sometimes I've found that educators have even put in kind of grants through Donors Choose or whatnot to get a whole slew of water bottles for their classroom. And all the students wind up starting the year just with a water bottle, but they can earn water bottle stickers for their self-match participation. And so they might choose water bottles that kind of align with their personality or their interests or their preferences. So that's a cool way to do that. And then we just, keep categorizing other things. We've heard of people starting to really self-monitor their own actions using the Apple Watch or the Aura Ring or the Fitbit. And I know we talk a lot about them in our trainings when we talk about our own personal self-monitoring. So we've linked those for you as well as different to-do lists and water bottles and whatnot. Any others that you would want to highlight, Katie?
Actually, one more that is really cool that we do talk about in our trainings that is there. If folks haven't heard of that classroom screen, that's also a really cool resource that complements the self-match system. So definitely feel free to check that out too.
Yeah, and Katie, I can't end the recording without at least just pointing out these chair pockets. A lot of times when we're talking about setting up this intervention, we say to you, think about where you want the system to go throughout the day, because a huge kind of blip happens if you haven't thought that through and you're like, where are the forms? How do I fill it out? And of course, as we look toward technology, there's more and more ways. But if you're doing a paper self-match form, think about where you want it to go. Is it in a binder? Is it in a folder? Is it on a clipboard? Some classrooms, we've seen them put little binders right into those back of the chairs, and then from there they can either label the students' names or they can put their self-match pens and pencils and reinforcements, like everything in that same spot. So that's one last one we want to share. What are your favorites? Why don't you let us know? We're constantly updating this, so if you watch this and you think of a favorite product that you use and aligned with self-match, shoot us an email or leave us a message so we can add it to this list.
Well, that's a little insight to the products that we love. We hope that you find them useful, and do please reach out to us if you have others that you'd like us to share. And we hope to see you at a self-match training real soon.
Have a great day.